YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So it seems as though Prince Harry and Meghan Markle can't wait to cash in on their royal connections. They've been offered allegedly a multi-million-dollar deal with Spotify to create a podcast talking about love, life, work, and all of the issues that are close to their heart. Now, if they do take this deal, which I do not think that they will be permitted to take, considering they are members of the royal family, even though their titles are now currently dormant, I just think that it's quite tacky, to be honest. So it popped up on my home feed today and I thought, well, let's have a little read. The story was run in the Daily Mail, so I'm going to read it out for you guys here. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry set to be offered 7-figure Spotify mega deal for exclusive podcasts following Michelle Obama's project with streaming service. Now, I can't imagine for the life of me what unique things Meghan and Harry really have to share. I really think that it's all about money at this point, and I would not put this past her. It's quite tacky, isn't it, if they was to just be sitting around on a Spotify podcast talking about the royal family and trying to cash in on that royal connection. Now, we know that previous royals have done this and it's got them into hot water. I know that Prince Edward at one point was running a media relations company and he tried to film Prince William when he was at his Freshers' Week at St Andrews University. He tried to film him and he tried to exploit his own nephew for the cash. If they do this, it would be pretty much along the same lines. So I'm going to get into it. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are reportedly set to be offered a 7-figure deal to produce podcasts for Spotify. Prince Harry, 35, and Meghan Markle, 39, who are currently living in their $14 million mansion in Santa Barbara, having officially stepped back from royal duties, seeking financial independence in March. The streaming giant, which is worth $22 billion, are hoping to sign the royal couple following the success of the Michelle Obama podcast, which launched last month and has been a huge ratings hit. Well, it would be a huge ratings hit because obviously she has something to say. I do think that Meghan and Harry are going to do this because right now people running podcasts can make an extremely large amount of money, especially if they take on brand deals with the podcast. You can make a lot of money in just advertising revenue alone. So I do think that they're going to snap this up, but I think it's personally in bad taste and I do not believe that they should be paid this amount of money to recycle old content, because that's what they're going to do. Nothing new has really happened since they left the UK, apart from them buying the mansion, coming out with a few ridiculous statements. I'm going to carry on anyway. Sources told the Mirror that money is no object for Spotify and Meghan would be able to more or less name her price. An insider said the Duke and Duchess have been on their hit list for a while and a detailed proposal is set to be presented to Meghan's US agent in a matter of weeks. Rumours of Harry and Meghan seeking to gain a foothold in Hollywood have run rampant ever since the couple announced their plans to quit as senior royals, seek financial independence and move to North America in January. The couple, who are breaking away from the monarchy to earn their own money in the US, have had to ditch using Sussex Royal as their brand name. The Sussexes already have some experience in podcasts and radio appearances. The couple's second ever engagement as a couple was a visit to Represent 107.3 FM in Brixton, a 24-hour underground music station. Meanwhile, in 2017, Prince Harry guest-edited BBC Radio 4's Today Show, has a starring role in a new Netflix documentary, Rising Phoenix, which was released on Wednesday. And this week, Meghan took part in an online chat with Gloria Steinem, hosted by Makers Women to discuss feminism, oppression, and the importance of voting in the upcoming US election. Now, we know that Gloria Steinem and Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are all signed to the same PR agency, Harry Walker. So that was clearly a choreographed, staged interview that she done, and it was all surrounding Meghan, her dogs, and now this. I think, as I said, they're going to take this up. Do I think it's right that they take it up? No, I think it will be very tacky. But then Meghan and Harry have been very tacky for quite some time. So it carries on to say, the news that the couple may start a podcast comes after reports emerged Prince Harry and Meghan are quietly shopping a top secret project to network executives as they settle into their new life in Hollywood. And it's true. Word on the street is that they are going to be focusing on TV production and stuff behind the scenes, behind the camera. And that's exactly what a podcast is. You don't necessarily show your face. You just voice your thoughts and opinions, or you just have a conversation over one mic. And you just have a back and forth chat, and people tune in to listen to what you have to say, even though, what does this couple really have to say that's quite interesting? Well, as a British taxpayer, the only thing I want to know is when they're going to pay us back for Frogmore Cottage, when they're going to pay us back for spending £44 million on that elaborate wedding. Anything else I'm not really that interested in. So I'm going to carry on reading here. Sources told Variety that the former royal couple began pitching their idea to numerous media companies back in June, around the time that they purchased a sprawling estate in Santa Barbara. Very few details are known about the project, including the concept behind it and whether it would be a TV series or some other format. I definitely think it would be a podcast of some sort. I think that does suit Meghan's style, but then doesn't. She likes to really accentuate everything that she's wearing. She likes people to know how much money she spent on her clothes. She likes to wear expensive clothes, and who wants to wear expensive clothes in the dark? Especially if you have expensive taste like Meghan. So it carries on to say here, however, one source with knowledge of the idea said Harry and Meghan intend to serve as joint producers on the venture should it get picked up. The decision to work in podcasts would be another move reminiscent of former US President Barack Obama and his lawyer wife Michelle. In January, sources confirmed the couple had discussed their plans with the former US president and his wife and wanted to mimic the way they had managed to build a successful but dignified life for themselves after the White House. Since leaving the White House, the Obamas have earned a small fortune by selling rights to their autobiographies and setting up their own production company, which has bagged a lucrative deal with Netflix. A source said, they have found huge commercial success without actually looking like they are getting their hands dirty, to put it bluntly, and retaining their popularity. In fact, it is fair to say that their star has soared since leaving the White House, particularly Michelle's, and this is something Meghan admires very, very much. Well, I think that Meghan really admires Michelle's classy demeanour, and she also admires her bank balance. But you don't really earn bank accounts like that without having some kind of substance and credibility behind you. And that's exactly what Michelle Obama has. She has class, she has refinement, she's dignified, and she has likability and credibility. Megxie, on the other hand, she has no credibility. She doesn't have likability. She's infamous right now. I know that a lot of people that watch my channel just watch her because they simply don't like her, because she is infamous. So it carries on to say here, after stepping down as senior members of the firm in March, the couple signed with New York-based Harry Walker Agency in June, which represents the Obamas and the Clintons. Finding Freedom co-author Omid Scoopy also claimed the couple had big plans for the next few years and are basing their working model on the Obamas. He said their plans were not too dissimilar from what the former president created after leaving the White House and setting up Higher Ground Production Company. He pointed to the Obamas' multi-year production deal with Netflix to produce films and documentaries covering topics like race, class and civil rights. Like I said, quite tacky. They're definitely cashing in on the royal connections, because what do they really know about the trials and tribulations of real life? All they know how to do is spend our tax pounds, our tax dollars. That's what they're really good at doing, and we know it. I'm just going to get into some of the comments on this article, which I found quite hilarious. And someone has said, all we need is a Spotify lecture. Someone else said, great, strip them of their title. Then she can pay back all the taxes we spent on her and she won't need to return cap in hand to the royal family ever again or set foot in Great Britain. Someone else has said, their popularity will only last until the consumer realises they have nothing of value to word salad about. Someone else has said, seriously, and they want to educate us on privilege. If they weren't who they are, there would be no chance of them getting the opportunities they get. And that is true. We know that they're only getting these privileged opportunities because of the royal family. Someone else has said, sounds like extortion, typical behaviour from these two gassy grifters now. Someone else has said, I can't believe Spotify will be that stupid. It is a very good product. Do not ruin it. It's a Meghan Markle pretty much trifling debacle. And that is exactly what has happened. And that's exactly what is going on. I'll be back with another video, guys. Bye.